Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark and Mark's Tarot. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Hey, China. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you? Great. Thanks. It's been a good weekend so far. Hey, Sonny. How's it going? Hope your maintenance work is all done now. Thanks. Appreciate it. Mhm. Hey, Becca. How are you, sweetie? You all right? Hey, Amazing Fruits. How you doing? Yeah, the hurricane wasn't as bad as they said, so that's good. They made such a big deal about it, and it ended up being further away than usual, so it was good. I already told a lot of people, Bermuda's a small place, so for you to predict where a hurricane's going, it's highly unlikely. But their predictions were wrong, so we didn't get hardly any wind, hardly any bad stuff, nothing bad at all, which was great. So I'm happy. We had no damage, no nothing like that, no power outage, so it was nice. Thanks, Amazing Fruits. I actually just got this one last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Well, it's the retrograde, so it's gonna be a while before things happen, and full moons tonight, so a lot of energy. A lot of people are being whacked crazy. It's just life. But I never look at those retrogrades and full moon energy. I never look at those things too much anymore because at the end of the day, everything's in our hands. We decide what's happening. Okay, China, you can go ahead and ask your question. I got the donation. Thank you. Thank you. Questions are between $5 and $10. I've lowered the price, so some people minimum of $5. You don't have to go over that, but it's all good. Trying to make it easier for everybody. But it's cooled down a little bit. It's like 5 or 6 degrees less than it usually is, and the winds from the north, from the hurricane. Every time we get a hurricane or one passes by, like the weather changes. It gets a little bit cooler, which is weird, but it's actually a lot better now. It's not as hot. The humidity is like going down, but it's still sunny. But it's nice. It's been a good day so far. I've been like nonstop hurricane, cleaning up, getting prepared for it, cleaning up all the leaves from the wind that we did have. Thank God it didn't do any more damage because I'll be there forever. Today I'm not doing angel cards. I'm actually doing love cards today. These are love cards right here. So the free message of the day is a love card. It's actually this deck right here. It's called the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so China, your question is, so I asked to speak to my ex so I can finally get closure. Do you think we'll actually meet up? Yeah, that deck's nice. Back, I've had it for a while. It's actually a pretty cool deck. It's like it's not all about love. It's like it's got messages about yourself too, like stuff like that, self love. Yeah, it's working because I just got a donation. It's probably if it's not working on your end, Amazing Fruits, then what you got to do is you have to like log out and then log back in. I'll click on it just to make sure. Let me see. Yep, it's working. I just clicked on it. Yeah, it's working for everybody else. All right, let me check, China. Well, China, in the next, like, I would say in the next 7 days, it totally depends on you because I don't think your ex is going to want to see you in the next few days. But thank you, Pam. Thank you, Amazing Fruits. I'll get to you guys as soon as I answer China's question here. But China, I think it's totally up to you whether or not you see your ex. But I think this person is gonna try to avoid it in the next 7 days. I mean, it's very possible if you say yes, I can meet you right now. Like they might say to you, look, I can only meet you tomorrow, and you're like, well, I can't because I got to do this, I got to do that. So it has to be like, it's like it's totally in your control whether or not you want to meet them on their terms. But I feel like it's gonna be kind of like up and down for the next 7 days. So from now until next Saturday, there's a chance, but it depends on uh work and stuff like that. Maybe that person's working, maybe your ex is working and won't be able to see you a certain time, or maybe you want to see them and like the times are not corresponding with each other. But I feel like the decision is mainly yours. Or this can also mean to me that you're ready to meet your ex and link up with them, but they're not like wanting to, if that makes sense. And if this is to do with like getting closure or getting some money back from them or something like that, then good luck with that. You know? But in the next 7 days, it's only going to be possible if you allow it to be. All right, sweetheart. I hope that made sense to you, but it depends on a woman, so it depends on you. But if your ex is a woman, then it also depends on them. So it just depends on a woman. So yeah, if it does happen, it's going to happen in the next 7 days. But after that, it won't be nothing. So if you really, really need to see them, then I would say like make it happen as soon as you can. Because I got in 2 weeks' time, it looks worse. Looks like the person doesn't want to deal with seeing you at all. So, okay, the next donation I got was from Pam. And after that, I got Amazing Fruits. All right, so Pam, you're next. And you said, is Monica, my ex, really missing me, or is she trying to manipulate you? All right, cool. Well, I do see that, Pam. I do see that Monica is at peace right now, and she's like wherever she's living right now. She kind of feels like she's at peace, and she's like not really worried too much about what she has to deal with you. But I feel like this person is very tricky, dishonest, and they have like money problems, or they're having problems with work. They could be jobless, or they're just preoccupied about what they're going to do with their life. Like maybe they needed you more than you needed them. But as far as this person like missing you, I would say a little, but not like, oh my God, like I want her back, or, I really miss her a lot. I would say that she's more at peace, and she misses the romantic part of your relationship and friendship. I feel like this person like had, uh, a romantic side of them that you liked and they liked, but after that, it pretty much went downhill because of the lies, disloyalty, misinterpretations, no communication, just like different things, especially money stuff. So I would say that, yeah, she's, trying to manipulate you and trying to get whatever she can from you. If you're still like interested in her, she'll probably try to lead you on to believe stuff. Looks like she wants money from you if that's what she was trying to get in the beginning. As far as her reaching out, it's very possible she could in the next 5 days. In the next 5 days, she'll probably reach out, but it's nothing like, it's probably to tell you that she's going somewhere or doing something like far away, you know? Hey, Hannah, how you doing? You never gave her money. Well, did she give you money? It's something to do with money. So if uh if you guys broke up because of that, because she was giving you money, vice versa, yeah, if she gave you money, then that's why there's something to do with the money factor. Maybe she doesn't want to deal with you because you owe her money, or she doesn't feel like giving you any money. That's the thing. It's something to do with money, and there's possible contact in the next 5 days, but that depends totally up on her. Yeah, exactly. So there was money involved. Yeah, you never asked her, but she gave you money, or something to do with money. I do see something to do with money, or maybe she wants to. Maybe money is a problem in her life or in yours. But as far as answering your question, it looks like she only misses the romantic part. Um, no, Julie, just patience. That's all. I'm answering questions for people who donated, and then after I deal with the donations, I do free messages if that's okay with you. Yeah, exactly. I do see money as a problem. No, I don't really see that she does. I think she's peaceful without being with you. Unfortunately, that's what I see. But if she's your ex, then that's why she's your ex for a reason. You know, especially if she left you. Okay, amazing fruits. You can go ahead and ask your question. Oh, nice, Hannah. Yeah, I saw the lies there. As I said, I see the lies. I see the shit going between you guys. But um, I only think that she liked the romantic part of you. That's about it. Like you caring about her and things like that. You're welcome and thank you. Okay. Yep. Okay, amazing fruits. I'll check that for you. All right. Yeah, exactly. Like the attention, the attraction, the romance, like your sexual life, pretty much. If there was a really good one. Sometimes people can be really good sex partners, but be shitty people overall. So maybe she just probably misses that about you. All right, so your overall energy for September, amazing fruits, is thinking about the past. Past things could come up, and with the retrograde, sorry to say, it probably will come up. So maybe an ex or somebody from your past will come back into your life in September, and somebody you don't really want to deal with, but they are going to try to, talk to you, or try to, say something to you. Might be their birthday, or might be like an anniversary or something like that, where they bring something up. Doesn't have to be, but it could be something to do with your past and exes, or some friend that you have that you haven't heard from in a long time. You might be thinking about your memories, thinking about the past, how you was when you were a child, how you was 10 years ago, 6 years ago, stuff like that, just in general. Things are going to be kind of slow moving, but things are going to change partially as you move on. Just get rid of the friendships and people that you don't need in your life, so you can move forward. All right. Um, I know you're waiting for your job proposal, and that should be coming, but it's going to take a little longer than usual. I don't know when I told you, but it should be within the next 6 weeks or so, something like that. I'm getting the number six a lot here, so it could be 3 weeks. Yeah. So it still looks like it could be that. So right now, from now until the end of the month is so October. So if it's 3 weeks from now, well, I told you that, or when I told you that, probably like last week or something like that. Anyway, the energy for September is finding solutions to your difficulties that you're having now. Like, you got to confess to yourself, I know what I have to do. I'm not going to worry about things that I have to do. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do what I have to do to make things right. In the meantime, don't just sit on your ass and do nothing. Just keep going and going and going. So you're ahead of the game. Try and keep doing things as much as you can to make your life better and to make yourself happier. And try not to dwell on the past, because I got a lot of past energy here. So once you get rid of all this past stuff in your brain and in your heart and in your life, then you start to move forward. I do see a man giving you a proposal or an offer. So the person that you're dealing with or waiting for a job, it could be a guy that makes an offer to you or asks you something to advance and get things better. So by the end of the month, I would say things will look better. But from now until the end of the month, it's going to be like up and down. It's going to be slow. Things are going to slow move, change partially. It's going to get there slowly but surely. But at the end of the month, looks like you'll finally see things changing. All right. An opportunity is coming. The opportunity you want, things will get better. All right. So try to be patient. I know it's hard, but try to be patient. This month has got, the retrograde, but you don't have to think about it. Just keep doing what you have to do to get ahead. Okay. As far as what's coming toward you, a lot of past issues, a lot of past things that might be brought up to you over and over and over. Okay. So try not to deal with the past so much. All right. Try not to deal with the past. Yeah, you can. Once I deal with all the once I deal with all the questions, then I'll do all the messages afterwards. All right. All right. I got a donation, but I don't see the person here. I actually got two, but I don't know who is who and who is what. You're welcome. And thank you. Philomena, if you're here, you can go ahead and ask your question. Okay. Thanks, Sonny. I appreciate that. All right. I'll just give it a minute. But Amazing Fruits, I'll give you your message, your love message now. All right, while I wait for Philomena. Okay, Pam. You sent another one? Okay. You can go ahead and ask your question. I didn't even see you, my bad. All right, Amazing Fruits, this is your love message. And it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow your joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you find currently in yourself. There you go. Hi, IS. I'm doing great. Thanks. How are you? So Amazing Fruits, there you go. That's your message. Find yourself. And I pretty much told you that right at the end there. Just keep focusing on your goal and what you have to do. You're good. Good to hear. Okay, Pam, you said, is Hugo, my other ex, going to contact me ever again? What will happen? Why did things end? Just, I mean, I know you guys are asking me questions and I'll answer it. But just a word of advice to all of you. Don't dwell on your ex. Your ex is your ex for a reason. And try to move forward so you can find the real person that's supposed to be in your life. Okay? Some exes are exes for a reason. Some come back, some don't. But, you know, if they haven't contacted you for a while, then that answer is an answer. Yes, it's $5 or more. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do in your life. You can ask me whatever you want. But me personally, exes are not allowed back. Because we keep dwelling on them, then, you know, we're not going to get ahead. The universe says, oh, you want to keep worrying about them all the time, then you're not going to find the right person. You know? But hey, everybody can do whatever they like. That's just my 2 cents. All right, Pam, you say, is Hugo going to contact you? Now, when you say ever again, the cards can't see forever. So I'm going to say till the end of this year, okay? Okay, Philomena, you can ask your question. I got the donation. Thank you. Oh, okay. You know, I put that on subscribers mode because when it's open, you know, there's a lot of people that come in here that, you know, are trolls, are people that are a pain in the ass. At least this way, like, I can control it. You know what I mean? As a reader, you don't want to get distracted by all these weirdos and people who say, you know, all these things. And, you know, it's like a thing where I'm glad YouTube did it, because it's very annoying having it open to the public and they destroy the energy and the momentum. So I know it's kind of annoying, but I had to do the same thing the other day to get into somebody's room, but it's we have to suffer for everybody else's stupidity, unfortunately. Thanks for the donations, guys. I'll get to you with some patience, okay? Thank you. Okay, as far as Hugo coming back, I do see that he's possibly could from now to the end of the year, there is a possibility that he will contact you. As far as what's happening, I get another person in your life that's to deal with money. This person is dealing with money issues, not wanting to give themselves 100%. I feel like this guy, when he was with you, and this person Hugo was with you, he probably didn't want to pay the bills, or he didn't want to do anything financially to help you or to give you. Or maybe he was, a cool person, but he had debts to pay and maybe he didn't tell you. Or maybe he was just a selfish person sometimes, or he had two faces. One day he was nice, one day he was bad. One day he wanted to go out, the next day he didn't. I also got the Hermit card here at the end. So he's more like, he wants to be more discreet. He wants to withdraw. He probably didn't like attention. He probably didn't want to be around a lot of people. So there's a few reasons why things ended and things didn't go. I think it was more on his end than yours. Okay. But regardless of all of that, I do see that he will possibly contact you between now and the end of the year. Yeah. Well, I see money stuff here, so I say it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't have to be the problem. Like, it could be their problem currently, or it could be like, an issue. But he was withdraw. Yeah, he withdrawed. I see him like, kind of being, up and down with his energy, things like that. But I do feel like this person could be jealous. Like, maybe if some guys, when they're with their woman and another guy eyes them up, or, you're around your friends, they might have got jealous. They probably could have, couldn't handle the, multiple attention, or people trying to seek you out as attention if you were a popular person, things like that. It could be anything really. But those are the things that I see here in the cards of as far as what you're asking me. So if money wasn't a problem, then it was these other issues that he had. Okay, Pam? So it looks like he will contact you by the end of the year. I am getting 9 here, so it could be this month. Yeah. Even though money wasn't a problem, it could be for him. He might not have wanted to spend, money on you. And if he did, he was probably skeptical because he probably didn't really have the money that he said, unless he said, okay, here's my bank account. I have $1 million in there, things like that. A lot of people, we go out with them and we're with them, but how many times does somebody actually physically show you their bank account and prove to you that they have money, or they can support you, or show you that they have, value? You know what I mean? Not saying that people actually do that, but you know what I mean? Some people say they're okay, but they really aren't. Money is, to me, like 70% of the issues are in a relationship, unfortunately. Okay, Philomena, you said, do you see Edwin coming back into my life, or are we done for good? It must be X week, I guess. Well, they say the retrograde brings back your exes and makes you think about them. So I guess this is it must be starting now early. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, when you ask me questions like this, do you see this person coming back? I only ask for the next 30 days sometimes, or because it's September, I'll ask for the next 3 months, which is the end of the year. But like I said, time is something that is, I'm good at predicting it sometimes, but like I said, things change, It's actually up to you to accept it, or when you do deal with that person, you might be in a bad mood, and then it doesn't, you tell them go to hell, things like that. But it actually, communication happened, but not the way you wanted it. So remember, keep that in mind. All right. I do see Edwin trying to come back in the next 30 days, but he's only coming back because he knows that you might want him back, or you want him back. Okay, I don't think you're actually done for good because of the cards that I got here. And I think that he probably needs you more than you need him right now. It's more, to me, it's another situation here that I see where he probably has had, issues, and that's why the relationship didn't work out. He could be a drinker, a smoker, or some type of addict, or he may have wanted sex too many times and maybe you didn't, or this could be vice versa. But I do see him coming back around. But even though he comes back around, it's still not going to be conclusive. It's still not going to, it's probably going to be for the better or for the worse. But the cycle hasn't ended between you and him. The only way this cycle will end between you and him is if you end it. Because I got a woman here at the end, you have to be the person who either says I'm done, or he's going to keep coming back. And that's the thing with exes. Until you cut them off, they're going to keep coming back, because that portal, that little inch of hope is still there because you allow it. But remember, these people might not change, and if they do, it might even be for a season or a reason, or it might just to get something from you. If this person used to work with you or something like that, or they know that you got a good job, then that's the reason probably why they want to come back, because they know that you're secure and they're not. So as far as answering your question, do you see Edwin coming back into your life? I would say yes, definitely. But it might not be for the right reasons. So remember that, okay? But you're not done for good unless you want it to be done. I do see that this guy's got problems, and he can be very aggressive at times, and he can be an asshole at times, very selfish. So if you want this person back in your life, that's up to you. Okay, Philomena? Okay. IS, I got your donation. Thank you. You can go ahead and ask your question. And Hannah, thank you, sweetheart. You can ask your question afterwards. You're welcome. Okay, you said, when will me and Erwin unite? Well, I'll tell you like I've told everybody else in the past half an hour. No answer is an answer. See what you just said? You said he's silent towards you. He doesn't reply to your message. So no answer is your answer. That means that Erwin doesn't give a shit, And so why should you put yourself through that? You see what I mean? I mean, like, it's nothing, you can wish or want whoever you want. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your life. But the common sense part of it is this. No answer. Yeah, but see, you can love somebody and still not communicate with them. Some people's love never dies. You can know that somebody loves you, but they can love you so much that they can let you go. You ever heard that before? I love you so much, but I love you so much, I would let you go, because they know it's not going to work. You can love bad people that do bad shit to you. That's never gonna, love will always be with people that, choose to love that person. But let's check. All right. As far as him coming back and reuniting with you in the next 30 days, I would say it doesn't look good at all. Um, he looks at you as somebody who was a good girlfriend, a good partner, but he feels like he was the one who deceived you. He was the one who caused losses, who might have tricked you, might have made you sick, or made you feel petty or weak, or made you feel like not the person you should be. But he may possibly love you like you say, but that's not everything. I think him in his mind, he knows what he's done to you, so it bothers him. So he doesn't understand, why or what he should do to erase those things from his mind, or erase that from the relationship that you have with him. All right. So the blockages here, I would say, if you're asking what are the blockages are his mentality and how he feels. And there could be another woman here that's in his life. Could be his mom or his sister that has a influence on him. And if this is not his mom and his sister, it could be an ex or somebody that he's involved with that also he's been tempted to also be around or be with. So it's like he has a choice. It's either you or someone else. And if it isn't that, then it could be a family member that's like he's close to, and they're telling him, look, don't go back to IS, don't do this, don't do that. And it's like it's bothering him. So, and he's had like some losses happen in his, it could be like death of family, loss of a job. So he's like trying to work hard and get things back, but it's not happening for him. Like he's got like some bad luck and difficulties that's holding him back from being together with you again. And that's why he's silent towards you. And that's why he doesn't reply to your messages, because I think that he's hurt you and he doesn't want to try to hurt you again. So that's why he's leaving you alone. Because I get a woman that's hurt here. So if he's hurt you, he feels guilty for it. And that's the reason. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I got here. Like I said, there in the next 30 days, I don't see that happening. Ever is for the rest of, eternity. The cards don't tell me that. But in the next 30 days, I don't see him coming back. So, as far as him coming back, it's up to him and his conscience. If he doesn't reply to you, then that's pretty much, he's got to catch himself. He's got to make sure that, it's going to work. Hannah, you can go ahead and ask your question. It's possible him coming back in the next 3 months, to answer your question. It's possible him coming back, but it's not going to be, a real love relationship. It's not going to be like a serious partnership, Yeah, he is going through something bad. Yeah. I think it's to do with work and his physical, like presence and appearance. But as far as him coming back in the next 3 months, it's very possible, but he's not going to be the same person. Like it's going to be different. So like coming back and being into a relationship again, no, I don't see that. But it's a possibility you might speak to him in the next 3 months. It depends on him. All right, Hannah, you said, Marky, what is my next job going to be? Hannah, really? The tarot cards don't have jobs in here, You're welcome, and thank you. I can't tell you what your next job is, because like, it doesn't show like a nurse in here, and it shows like queens. So if you want to be the next queen of England, or the next queen of wherever you live, then that's the only queens I see, and pages and things like that. There's not really like job things in the deck. So yes, I know it's hard being an actor. So that depends on you. I mean, you love You love animals so much, you love dogs so much, then why don't you work at like a animal shelter or something? Like I know you love dogs and stuff. Why don't you go work at like a vet, be an assistant, and learn how to deal with animals and do that type of stuff if that's your passion. I always tell everybody, whatever job you want, go for it. That's what you got to do. You have to, well, try and go somewhere. I'm sure there's not one vet where you live. I'm sure there's more than one. Hi, Gabriella. How you doing? Yeah, but you have to make money in order to survive, unless you're already rich. Well, Hannah, I really don't see you like getting the job that you really want in the next 2 months, because of the same type of mistakes, or like that you shouldn't be doing something but you're doing it anyway, or there's a waiting thing, or there's just like you trying to overcome things just for the sake of it, and it brings you anxiety and you're getting impatient, um, and things are not really good economic wise, so you're trying to, but you're a good person, and that's the thing, and I know you are, but that's the thing, you got to do something. Yeah, that's the thing, you have to do something you really love, you really want to do. There's wants and needs. Yeah, you can become a dog trainer. There you go. That's a good idea. Well, it's like me. I've told this story many times, and I worked for everybody, did a lot of jobs, went from good to bad, bad to good. And when I reached 30 years old, I said, fuck this, I'm going on my own. And that's the best thing I ever did. And 10 days from now, September 20th, will be my 15th year I've been on my own, doing maintenance, painting, electrical, property management. I do it all because that's what I wanted to do. And we have to do what we're passionate doing, and we'll find a way. Sometimes it's not going to be good. Sometimes it's going to be bad. It can't always be good. No one guarantees 100% success every year, every day, all day. Well, if you really enjoy acting, then you gotta like submit your acting, you know, uh, situations to other people. Right? Work for another company, work for another person. Put yourself out there. I'm sure you have like a portfolio or whatever the heck they call those things, where they see like all the stuff you've done. So if you have a good resume, that was the word I was looking for, then you shouldn't have no problem getting a job. And if you apply to other places, and an agent, yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you're up to like going to another country or another place. You can try that too. If it's not working out where you are, sometimes that's always, you know, uh, sometimes that's always something that we have to open our eyes up to. Sometimes our desires and our luck is in another place. Hey Zara, how are you, sweetie? Like, didn't you? I could swear you did cosmetology or something like that. See, like I'm not getting anything concrete for you in the next like couple months. Like I don't see you really like getting a serious acting job. I don't see you like really, I just see you being generous and not getting nothing for your generosity, which I'd hate to see that happen to you. But like you gotta do what's best for you and like your skill set. Whatever you're skillful at, then that's what you gotta go for. The things that you're most skillful at and skillful doing. You know? Image consultations. Yeah. I know when I first met you, I thought you were like into makeup and like cosmetology and making your face look all nice and stuff like that. I think that was you, but I could be wrong. But that's also something like that whatever you're good at, and I know everybody in this world is good at one or two or more things. That everybody in this room and everybody in this world, I'm sure, has many talents. We just have to find them. We have to be like drawn to something, and it could be the simplest thing that we're good at. I consider myself a man of many talents, but I don't go around, telling everybody that I'm God's son. I'm going to do all the great things in the world. It's I don't really publicize my talents, even though people say I should, but I really don't want to, because you get like, weird people around you wanting to get, things done when you need not to do that. You sometimes attract the wrong people. So I try not to do that. But Hannah, I don't see it getting any better. The only way it's going to get better, in my opinion, and as your friend, is to go out and get it. Whatever you want, you have to like keep trying and keep trying. And I'm not saying you're not trying right now, but I'm sure there's something that you can find that you like, even if you wrote it all down on a piece of paper. Hey, I speak my truth. How you doing? So if you write down, okay, I do image consultations, I do acting, I love animals. Okay, so those three things I'm good at, and I know and I love to do those things. So I'm going to, find out which one of these things I can do, or I can do all three. Why not? Right? Life is short. You might as well do whatever you can now. Don't give up. But in the next couple months, it's only going to look as bad as you want it to be. I suggest like writing down things and go after it. Go after everything you can. I know you like making brownies and gluten-free stuff or whatever, that stuff, those cooking things you do. I see post up sometimes, sugarless brownies and stuff like that, things that I should be eating. But even that, like make food and sell it. Go to you can make those brownies and put them in like a bag, and put a sticker on it that says what's in it, what's it about, and sell it to a grocery store. Sell it to like one of those corner stores. And if it starts to sell, you have something else you're good at, something else you make money off, just to do that. I love to cook, and I really wish that I could handle being in a kitchen all day, because I hate being hot and sweaty. That's my life, outside. So I don't want to have to cook for a living on the inside. But trust me, I would love to have my own restaurant and have like, people come in and taste my food and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother ball game. I'm I have a lot of things that I like to do, but I'm pretty much okay right now doing what I'm doing. Yeah. Right. See, there you go. See, I just gave you your idea. See, these are things that you can do. Try not to be so giving and generous with and do shit for free. Everybody needs money to survive. I can understand if you're rich and you just want to give, that's fine. Or if you're, doing good in your life now, it's good to like, give back. I always do that. I'm doing good, thanks. But if you, everybody needs money to pay their bills. Everybody's got to find a way. Everybody's got to find, a method to pay for their lives and pay for the things they need. You just look expensive. Well, most beautiful people do, but that's the thing. You don't have to be poor. There's ways to get around it, and you should never. Nobody should be poor in this world. That's my opinion. Nobody should be. There's tons of opportunities for everyone, and people say, "Well, Mark, what am I gonna do?" Well, do what I did. I'm not rich either, but my life is good because I work. And I, went on and bust my ass to get what I want. And I make sure that every talent I have, I'm going to use. Many people come on here and say, you're worth more money, Mark. You should charge more, but I don't, because money's not everything. I just want to help people. But if I do make money, it's going to pay for my internet that I'm using right now, so I can come back on here and do it all over again. It's not like I'm making a profit where I can go buy a Chevy or a Porsche or, some Mercedes Benz and all that shit. That's not why I'm doing this. But it's also not my life. It's not my primary job. But you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I always have faith that everybody has a path they have to take in order to be who they want to be. Whether it's now in your 40s, whether it was in your 20s you started, or even right now where you are, whatever age you are, there's never too late. It's never too late to be who you really want to be in life and do what you really want. And these last 2 years opened people's eyes up. When they couldn't do their job, they had to revert to an old job or find something new to make money because COVID ruined what they were doing or made their business, go to shit. So I always say the example on here, yes, I know how to do psychic stuff. I've been doing it for 20 years, and I've been online for 3 years. And, because I couldn't go to people's houses during COVID and lockdown, I was on here making, some money just to pay the bills. What's wrong with that? We have to use all our talents. I have tons of people who tell me, Mark, I know how to read cards, but I'm kind of scared. I don't want to have my channel. I don't want people to see me. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want trolls to come in and annoy me. But there's ways around it. Like right now, I have this on subscribers mode. So the only way you can come in here is to subscribe. And if you get on my nerves and you irritate me or you're a troll, I just get rid of you. Just block you and see you later. So life is getting easier online if you allow it to be. So everybody like gives up too easy, but me, I just keep pushing, and I feel like everybody should just keep doing and doing what they really desire and what they really want to do. So if you want to be a card reader, go for it. Open your own channel, do what you got to do. Who cares what anybody thinks about you? You're going to resonate with people that come in your room, whether it's 8 out of 10 people, 18 out of 25 people. At least you got more percentage than you have not percentage of people that you read for. And you got to be humble and tell yourself, I can't read for everybody. That's impossible. And you just live your life according to what you have to do. I'm only doing questions by donation. I give today I'm giving a love message. So if you want a love message for free, I give that. But questions are all by donations, minimum of $5. Speak my truth. You said, I wanted to let you know that you're accurate. You said communication was going to increase in my connection with the next 3 days, and communication has been consistent. Oh, I'm happy for you, sweetheart. That's great. And that's just to let you know that spirit around you is giving me the information to give to you to let you know that, that they're there. So even though I was accurate, it was your spirits working for you, helping you. So thank them as well as me. You know what I mean? Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I do. But I just don't say yes or no. Like I, give an in-depth answer if you don't mind that. So I'll say yes and why, or no and why. I'm not the type of person just to say, okay, yes, okay, no. As you probably know that from watching me. But okay, Arjun. I guess that's how you say your name, Arjun. Yes, I'll give you a love message. All right, Arjun, this is your card, and it says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Deep in your heart, you already know the answers. Do what feels right. For right now, I am, yes. Well, if people donate, I will. Why, what's up? All right, Macy, you're welcome, Arjun. All right, Macy. Okay, speak the truth. You can ask your question, sweetie. I gave you your love message right after your question because I was waiting for someone to answer me, and they took forever. So I said, okay, Amazing Fruits, I'll give you your love message now. So if you go back, I gave you your love message already. Okay, sweetie? I actually did it right after I answered your question. I asked somebody else if they were here. They didn't respond. So I said, okay, Amazing Fruits, I'll give you your love message now. So you just got to rewind and go back to it. I think you were like the third person. So it's probably like the first 10 minutes if you go back. All right. You're welcome, sweetie. No problem. All right. Macy, this is your love message. 1, 2. You're welcome, Hannah. All right, Macy, this is your card. And this card says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. You're welcome. Okay, speak my truth. You say, do you see me, JP, tonight? Oh, that's good. I'm glad it resonates. Well, as far as you seeing him tonight or them tonight, as far as you seeing JP tonight, I would say he's thinking about it. He doesn't really know yet, but I feel like I'm getting no more than yes, to be honest. At this present time, right now, like I would say no. You're not going to see them tonight, and the reason for it is he's got to cancel plans because there's some difficulties that he's dealing with, and there could be somebody getting in the way as well, like somebody like another guy is like maybe somebody he's working with, because I know you said he's at work and his job's in the way, right? So I do see him like working, but it may be somebody like cold and sick or something, or maybe somebody at his job's acting up or something like that. like I see another guy here. Like it's nothing like to do with you. It's just like he's going through problems at his job with another man, maybe his boss or like maybe somebody he works with is acting crazy or like canceled a plan, so like he has to do like their shift or something like that. So as far as you guys seeing each other, I would say no for tonight. No. Ah, he got in trouble. Yeah. 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 So if his boss is a guy, then that makes more sense. Yeah. So he's been a naughty boy. Okay. Yeah, because I saw another guy holding him back from going. To be honest, tomorrow looks a lot better. Tomorrow looks a lot better as far as you guys seeing each other. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you seeing him, right? But yeah, it says yes for tomorrow, but not tonight. And remember, tomorrow could be 12:01 a.m. just to cover my ass, you know? So like after midnight is the next day. So he could possibly see you from midnight forward, you know? So as of midnight is Sunday, so he could possibly see you Sunday. But I'm getting that you'll most likely see him tomorrow instead of today. Hi Nadia, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. I give a love message, a love card. So I can give you one of those if you like. Yeah. Well, hey, tomorrow's around the corner. So hopefully you do see him tomorrow. Hopefully it goes good. You know, but if he's been a naughty boy at work, then, you know, it's not your fault. Ooh. Okay. Nadia, this is your card. And this card says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's got some type of plans that ain't gonna work tonight. So yeah, I do see tomorrow looking better though. So I guess you just have to wait. Yeah, it looks like it could be that. Could be. Could be. Yeah, the best is to wait and see. You know, things, you know, you know, getting the answer right now at 6 o'clock my time, right? It's 6 o'clock in the evening here. So getting the answer right now, in 2 hours, anything can change, you know? That's the crazy part of readings and reading at this moment in time. And, you know, some readers say, oh, well, don't ask the same thing again. But in that case, like when you're asking if the person is going to see you that day, you know, day to day, you can do that to a certain extent. I know it's aggravating to some people, but it's all in the question pretty much. I don't know if you guys can hear my TV in the background. I hope not. But yeah, okay. Yeah, anything can happen. You never know. You never know. That's why sometimes getting readings. Oh, okay, cool. You don't hear nothing. That's good. I can hear it, but I don't know if anybody can hear it on here because the guy started screaming because the guy scored a goal. So I kind of got it on low so I can like check the score of the game, even though it's not my team. But you know, I heard him go, So I was like, I looked and I was like, okay, hopefully it doesn't come out on the TV. I mean, on here. You can't hear it. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Yeah, it's 6:04 p.m. here. So yeah, you guys are Eastern time, yeah. Yep. So everybody, well, the people on the East Coast of the United States is an hour behind me. And the Midwest and things like that's 2 hours. And some people are at 3 in Pacific time, and people in California are 4 hours behind me. Central time, I think it's 2 hours, yeah. So like if you live in Chicago, you're 2 hours behind me. Yeah. Yeah, see, Hannah is in the future. So she should be doing the reading. See, she's in the future. Yeah, Florida is how far is it away from me? Yeah, Florida is not far from Bermuda. It's only like a 3 hour flight from here to Miami. It's only 3 hours. Bermuda is right next to the United States, like right off the East Coast. The closest place to Bermuda is Boston and New York. Yeah, I don't know what Central Standard Time. I have no idea from Florida. I think it's an hour, I guess. It all depends on where you live. It all depends on where you live. So I have no idea. You have to do those things calculations through where you live. But I live in Bermuda, so I'm an hour ahead of Florida and Boston and New York and all those places. And then I know that some people from Chicago that come in here are 2 hours behind me, and people that come in here from California are 4 hours behind me. And people in Europe, like in Portugal, England, France, they're like 4 hours ahead of me. So right now it's 10 o'clock there. And then the Middle East and Russia and Ukraine, all those places are all like 6 hours ahead of me. So right now they're already in Sunday morning. And I have a couple clients and a friends actually from New Zealand. It's already like 6 o'clock in the morning there. They're already waking up or, still in their bed, getting up and starting their Sunday. And Singapore and all those other places, I think it's like 12 hours ahead. It's crazy how the world is and how many time differences there is. But I think it's also unique and cool how everybody's in another time zone and time frame and things like that. It's pretty cool. So for me to answer questions sometimes for those people, it can be the same that I'm telling them, oh yeah, tomorrow, and they're already in tomorrow. So it could mean that day. So when I say tomorrow, it means tomorrow for me, which is the next day for them sometimes. All right. Is there anybody else who wants a love message before I go that hasn't had one yet? Because I'm going to head out of here and go get my dog something to eat. She's right here on the ground. It's like her din din time. She's kind of looking at me like, are you going to feed me today? I'll be back on tonight. Probably in like maybe another 4 hours from now. I'll probably be on. It's 6:08 here. I'll probably be on like 10 o'clock my time, which is 4 hours from now. I'll probably be back on. Most likely I will be. If all goes well, I'll be back on. I'm going to have dinner with my family in a few minutes or the next hour. And then I'm going to hang out with my nephews for a bit, and then I'll come on here tonight. Okay, Julie. Okay. Julie, your card is soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. There you go. Your card is soulmate. I like that. I'm actually going to read that again. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. I like that card. You're welcome. And thank you for being patient and waiting for your card. Sorry it took so long. Yeah, I like it too. It's a nice card. I like the way they worded that, because that is true. You can manifest it physically through spirit. Amen to that. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. I will see you guys later on tonight. If you want to come by, I appreciate it. If you don't, that's fine. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your night. If I don't see you, and thanks for everyone who donated and liked, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Thanks for showing me your support, and I appreciate it very much. And I will see everybody later on. Hey, Gemini, how you doing? I was just about to leave. What's going on? You okay? Yes, amen to that. Yeah, I was just about to leave. I'll be back on later on, though. I'll be back on in about 4 hours from now. But I gotta go feed my doggy, and yeah, I'm still taking readings, yeah. But I'll be back later if you don't mind, because I'm actually gonna go now. I have to go. So I'll definitely take care of you later on, okay? I promise. Okay? Is that okay? All right, I gotta go, but I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, love you too, sweetheart. Thanks. Okay, bye, Hannah. Good night, sweetie. Take care. All right, bye.